We already live, my
Not
boy.
me, bro.
Oh, we live already?
This show is
Yep.
what I don't care about.
Big Om, can you drive the ship for us?
All right, listen, man. So an abomination happened. Its name was WrestleMania 41, live from Las Vegas, Allegiant Stadium. WWE is officially buried. We saw it tonight. We'll get the fellas' take on this. I know Brian's got a very interesting one about the main event, but in the chat.
Hold on, we're not live just yet.
Oh, damn.
Oh, okay.
We just went live. Let's go.
Oh,
We just went live. They won't survive.
damn right. Just like WWE after tonight, because WrestleMania 41 may have been one of the worst WrestleManias of all time. Tonight was the burial. Tonight was the funeral. Tonight, Triple H cemented himself right there in the annals. Yes, I said annals of wrestling history as Vince Russo edition, one of the worst bookers of all time.
Carl, come on now. Easy on Vince Russo.
We're gonna talk.
I'm a Vince
Hey, man,
Russo guy.
when he unblocks me on Twitter, that is when I will go easier on him. Guys, your questions, your comments, your concerns, let us know in the chat what you guys thought of WrestleMania 41. We got a lot to talk about. 17-time world champion John Cena, a banger to open, and Travis Scott somehow made his WrestleMania debut. We got a lot to get into. What's up in the chat? I see Jalen, I see Quarter, I see a lot of people.
Yes, sir.
Be sure to drop a like, though, before we get into it. Kenny Baum, I'm going to ask you. We're going to talk about each match individually, but overall vibe, night one, we were kind of iffy, 50-50 on it. Night two, man, did it save WrestleMania?
Well, Big Om, if you ask me, I think night one was actually more exciting than night two. I might be crazy, but I was more excited and ready for that WrestleMania feel. Like, even at least hoping for it. I just didn't even like WrestleMania 2, like night 2 didn't even feel like it was getting me. Like, I just didn't get there at all tonight. And you know, it ended off with just a pew. So I don't know. We'll talk about it, but I just don't know how I feel right now.
Well, let's get our resident WWE representative's take on this. He's on the payroll. Brian, what defense do you have of WrestleMania 41?
What you mean?
Well, what you think, bro?
I don't know, man. I'm real let down. This is definitely the worst Mania in the past like 5 years for sure.
Damn, worst?
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't remember a worse vibe than this one, my boy. Night two though, like the women, they kicked that joint off real good.
Well, we can get into that, but before we do, again, be sure to smash that thumbs up. Brian, you and I were in the court. We were watching this together. And I was telling you that night two, in order to be remembered as one of the better WrestleManias, or in order to save this WrestleMania, needed to have some bangers. And I think we got that definitely to start. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair, who was kind of teasing a little bit of a heel turn, absolutely cooked to begin this night. Brian, what do you think about this match?
I thought this match was 100% match of the night. It was one of the best. It was one of the best triple threat women matches that I've seen yet. They were all involved. Never felt like they were out of the match and they were resting outside the ring. It was honestly one of the best women's matches I think I've ever watched personally. It was a favorite to me. This is one of my favorite matches ever. They did
favorite matches of all time.
Yes, 100%. The match was perfect. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Io Sky. I mean, fantastic job. I got no complaints.
Very interesting. Now, you know what? Maybe that's the match that would have got me into the show. As everybody in the chat knows, today is Easter. I was out with family and came in after. I came in on like the third match, so I did miss that one. I'll definitely have to go back and check it out. But it's good to hear because the matches I watched, like everything after that, it was just kind of flat. Like Logan Paul and AJ Styles, I would say the match. I'm sorry. Go ahead and drive the ship biggest own.
No. You take it, bro. I don't want to drive. I want to crash out.
Well, that's the next thing that comes to my mind. Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. The entrance was actually interesting for Logan Paul. Like, he was holding a drone, like, you know, he's supposed to be like the internet guy. He's a streamer. So I like the direction they went with it. He let it up, and when he got back in the ring, he picked it up again, and it was a selfie cam. So I was like, nice entrance, but that was pretty much the most exciting thing about that match because, I mean, it wasn't, again, not bad, but it just didn't pull me in like I would expect it to. Maybe I watched too much AEW, but it, you know, it just didn't feel like it hit that next gear like you're used to seeing with AJ Styles. So I don't know, man. I think night two was just missing something.
I mean, look, night 2 was way better than night 1. Like, it's not even close, right? Like, overall, look, that main event, we'll talk about the main event because we all got thoughts about that. But if we're talking about like night 1 had no bangers. Like, outside of the main event, which, you know, like wasn't really an in-ring banger, it was more of a storytelling banger. But bro, here you had that triple threat to open. You had Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre beating the crap out of each other. That awesome fatal 4-way for the IC title. You had some cooks on this show. You had some absolute bangers on this show.
But to go against that, night 1, you had some bangers too. I mean, we had the Jey Uso match, even though it wasn't a banger. You know, the outcome, everybody was excited to see what was going to happen. So that was a huge title change. Naomi versus Jade Cargill. That's probably my match of WrestleMania, to be honest with you. Now, there was a lot of shenanigans that went into the main event of night 1. That's definitely going to be number 1. But Jade versus Naomi, still a close number 2 for me. And what else did we have on night 1? El Grande Americano versus Phoenix. I think that was a good match.
Hey, Kenny,
night 2.
Kenny, when you done lying, just let me know so I can come back.
These are straight facts, man. These are straight facts.
Man,
I got more excitement out of night 1 than I did from night 2.
Bump all that, bro. Let's talk about what's really on our minds right now, bro. We can go down.
Hold on, wait. Let's go one more. Because I do not like how they snatched Bayley out of this tag team match when she's been grinding on the road for WWE all year. And Becky Lynch was sitting at home with her feet up, taking care of her kid. Now you just come back at the Super Bowl and get a spot automatically, and they take Bayley out, who's been grinding all year. Nasty work for WWE, and I hate how they did that. Bayley has to get up out of there. It's time for her to go.
She gotta have to wait at least 2 years.
And then the match was cheeks. The match wasn't even anything special. So, I mean, shouts out Becky Lynch, but to be honest with y'all, that's who I don't care about.
Hey, man, I'm a huge Becky Lynch fan. For me, it's just wonderful to always see her. She got a monster pop. The Becky aura is just like a different level. Like, regardless of whether or not like you're a fan of her, you gotta admit, like,
it's phoned
she gets that pop, man. She gets that pop.
It's phoned in, bro. I think really? people, whatever. It's a return. That's the reason she got a pop.
Can we stop, bro? Like, let's be honest. Can we talk about this main event? Because, like, I know.
Let's do it. I mean, we're trying to delay the inevitable, but it was a catastrophe.
It was like we got to talk about it because, like, that's what everyone in the chat's talking about. That's what I know Brian definitely wants to talk about. Let's dive right in. So the main event of WrestleMania 41 Night 2, the actual main event to end the show, to immortalize this show in the annals of wrestling history. John Cena going after his 17th World Championship, a fact that WWE failed to remind us for the past 2 months. And Cody Rhodes coming into his first WrestleMania as the reigning WWE champion. Something had to give.
John Cena's last WrestleMania match. You got to point that out as well.
Hey man, I was getting to you. Let me
all right, my bad. I thought you were about to go into the match.
Man, look, bro. I can come down to South Carolina. We can handle this, but
my bad, bro. I want no smoke. No smoke.
You're not dealing with Omar Q. You dealing with Big Om.
Dealing with Big Om.
Hey, man, we the biggest. Anyway,
this your man's, Brian?
Bro, just hurry up, bro. I need to get my point off.
All right, so we all expected some aura farming. We all expected some spectacle. And you know what? I got my bangers out of the way. I got the women's match. I got the Braun Breaker. I was fine with this being spectacle. But what I was not fine with was this being flat. And I don't know about you guys, but to me, that's how I would describe this match in one word. It was okay, but kind of flat. Brian, give me your thoughts.
All right, man. This is by far the worst main event I've seen in the last 5 years of wrestling, bro.
Wow.
This main event, or 5 years of WrestleMania main events. Let me make that clear, bro. This main event to me was so underwhelming, anticlimactic. Just every word in the book. It was just not it, bro. Everybody's talking about, oh yeah, this is what Cena wanted to do. And it was, he's going to ruin wrestling and this plays.
Yes,
no, bro, this shit is fucking horrible. I'm sorry, bro. it was horrible, bro. I'm sorry. This is, bro. And I know the problem isn't Cody because Cody has cooked the last 2 years. So I'm going to go ahead and say it, bro. Cena just not built for this no more. It's just what it is, bro.
No.
Come on now.
No, there's a culprit here that you're not talking about. Come on now.
It's Cody, bro.
It's Cody. No. Hold on. Before I get to it, though, bro. Why in a blue moon Travis Scott is getting his own entrance. He's getting a running entrance, bro.
That made no sense, bro. He's interrupting the match. He's interrupting the main event of Mania, and you tell me Triple H backstage was like, "All right,
dog,
Ray it."
dog. Why is Travis Scott playing he's playing such an essential moment in this match? It's so stupid that TKO WWE feel the need to do this because they know that it's going to get views on social media, views on YouTube, and that should not be dictating the match of a guy of John Cena's caliber and Cody Rhodes' caliber in John Cena's last match, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I would have preferred to see the whole thing where where the referee was down and out. Cena would have hit him with a chair or something, hit him with another AA, whatever the case may be, over Travis Scott coming out. I personally thought that was the stupidest thing that they personally could have done for this thing. I'm so disappointed at the moment. It was just all this build, and not for nothing. This match was worse than the build, and that's how I feel about it. And the build was pretty bad to me. This match was 100% worse than the build. I am so disappointed. Cody's entrance was better than anything that match delivered tonight.
But the bad thing is this. So we were there, again, when John Cena went heel, and we were like, this is it. This is what we needed for WrestleMania season. The build was terrible. But you're like, okay, you know what? They're building up to something during this match. John Cena was planting different things, saying, I don't even need to wrestle to beat you. So I'm like, okay, there's something going on there. We saw what they did on night one. So I was expecting some type of shenanigans or some type of big moment to happen during the match. So while it was slow at the beginning and they were working into the thing, John Cena's just pretty much... He's got infinite finishers, hitting attitude adjustment after attitude adjustment. Cody's fighting out and kicking out of him, just getting up. I'm like, okay, there's something that's going to happen here. We get Travis Scott popping out like he's the Undertaker or Kane, just walking out like, oh, he's the big bad Travis Scott, standing in a superstar athlete's face like Cody Rhodes. This is like it's like they put him up in UFC, have Travis Scott come out there and stand in John Jones' face. Like, bro, this is John Jones. Why is a rapper in his face? Cody Rhodes takes him out, and Travis Scott pretty much did nothing else. Did he do anything else after Cody Rhodes took him out?
No, he laid out, kicked, and then he fell asleep on the outside.
That's it. So you're expecting The Rock. Well, I was expecting The Rock to come out like, we saw him at Elimination Chamber with Travis Scott. So I'm expecting to hear, if you smell. The Rock comes out like, yo, why you took out my partner? We see some big twist or shenanigans, but nothing. John Cena hits him with a belt, pins him. That's it.
I'm done with his bald ass too, by the way. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm done with The Rock.
He would have saved this match.
I understand that, but this fucker feels the need to come around every couple months and play this part in every story. Enjoy the ride that the final boss. Shut the fuck up, bro. You ain't doing shit. You ain't doing shit, bro.
Yeah, my boy crashing out.
You ain't doing shit. I ain't doing shit, bro. The major payoff to Cena winning. The final boss hasn't even been talked about. I don't want to hear about you. I don't want to hear nothing about you. Travis Scott comes and makes the difference. Dog, I am, bro. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. Y'all probably never seen me act this way, bro. I'm genuinely sick. I'm genuinely sick, bro. I'm off WWE payroll as of now on, by the way, bro.
Oh, you're not a WWE representative no more?
Nah, dog.
You gotta call Triple H, man. Figure this out,
bro. Nah, bro.
I'm surprised. Bro. I'm shocked. Never thought I would have said this because CM Punk was in the main event of night one. But the main event of night one was the main event of WrestleMania because
it was better.
I mean, night two was just 100%. Nothing. It was flat.
Bro, 100%. My thing is, I mean, number one, bro, why are we giving people music for like the whole ass entrance for a run-in? He's literally interfering in this match.
Taking his slow ass time.
Undertaker
in the wrestling universe, he's a nobody for one. His running means nothing. Like, he's just a skinny, normal dude. Like, I don't see Travis Scott beating up anybody. Like, I'm like, oh, it's Travis Scott. No, I'm just like, okay, what's this guy doing out here? When's The Rock coming out?
Bro, this was WWE that in the TKO era at its worst. Just straight up aura farming for the sake of aura farming. That's all this was. They're going to get their clicks. They're going to get their video clip. And then Triple H will be like, well, if you don't like what we do, then don't watch what we do. Like, shut the fuck up.
No, it's just we're just the internet people. Like, everybody else loves it. That's why they're in the arena, because we're just the internet people.
You want to talk about The Rock? You're going after the wrong bald motherfucker. You got to go after Triple H because he's the one who books this. He's the one who makes these storylines. And at the end of the day, He's the one who allowed this to happen. This was John Cena's final WrestleMania ever.
As a heel, John Cena as a heel.
Bro,
this was supposed to be the biggest heel turn of all time.
Don't even get me started about how much they butchered. Like I said it when he was coming out. I was like, bro, they really did the worst version of what John Cena's heel turn could have been. And on top of that, it just feels like it's half-assed. Even Cena's like laughing, like, ha, we got your money, you idiots. Like, it's crazy. And you know what, bro? The biggest thing, biggest reason, why I hated that Vince McMahon era in like 2019, like 2020, was because I felt like on a weekly basis, my intelligence as a fan has been insulted. I feel like that's happening again. And my thing is too, if you're gonna go Aura Farm for the sake of Aura Farm, then do it well. At least do it right. Last year, what'd they do? Bring out Cena, bring out Solo, bring out Jay, bring out Jimmy, bring out The Undertaker. Why not? I'm fine with that. If you're gonna Aura Farm, do it right. Do it on the biggest stage in the biggest way. Travis got Fiend. Who nobody trying to give up, bro.
And listen, it's bad. You know, I see the chat like Painkiller for one saying he hated how you could see John Cena calling the match. That's just a normal John Cena match to me. He always does that. Get up and come punch me. It's like, bro, we can hear you.
Shinsuke now.
And Taco keeps saying he made a good point there. Like, John Cena turned heel because whatever, The Rock owns his soul. So after John Cena wins the match, The Rock's not even out there to hold his hand up. Like, what was the point in this whole angle? You mentioned Vince McMahon, Big Om. I tell you what, this would have never happened under Vince McMahon's watch. John Cena's heel turn would have cooked.
Because Cody would have just squashed him. But that's besides the point.
John Cena? No, not Vince.
100%. Yo, no, but like here's the other thing that I'm thinking, right? Because someone put it in the chat. Someone was like, this was still better than Swerve versus Moxley at AEW Dynasty. I'm like,
I saw that.
Bro, we talking about WrestleMania, and you comparing it to Dynasty, bro? You genius, you little genius in the chat. Whoever you are that said that, wow, bro, wow. We talking about WrestleMania.
Wait a minute, is this true? Crunchy Punch fan says the fans hijack the main event. It never works when the face is getting booed. Was Cody Rhodes getting booed? Because I saw that on X as well, but I wasn't picking that.
Vegas was pro Cena, bro. It's John Cena.
John Cena. It's his last Mania.
But were they booing Cody Rhodes?
Not like booing him. Like it's just like it was very clear. Hey, we're going for John Cena. Which I don't take it as a nut on Cody Rhodes. I just think
when John Cena's in the ring, even when they hated him, everybody was gearing things towards John Cena.
Bro,
so Cody Rhodes should have been able to outshine him in there tonight.
If he didn't get booed during his entrance and he got cheered, which is what happened, that means that they were just more pro Cena than they were like pro Cody tonight. Because Cody still got a massive pop. People were cheering him during his entrance. Like, if they were booing him, they would have booed him the entire time.
But John Cena said, I'm not going heel because there's nobody to take my praise to be that one that kids look up to. So Cody Rhodes, even though like Cody Rhodes got cheered over The Rock, I think he should have got cheered over John Cena.
Kid can afford a $20,000 ticket to WrestleMania, my boy.
Fair.
Like, come on. Go to the show.
Ain't
no family of four going to these shows. Hell nah, bro. You got Jelly Roll, we got Big Bill.
But I think they could have utilized Stone Cold in a better way as well. Like, you could have found a way to work him into the main event for us to get that glass break and that type of excitement. I mean, it didn't make sense when The Undertaker came out last year, even though I loved it. So you could have rolled Stone Cold out there, probably to give Travis Scott a stunner and have him roll out the ring. Then John Cena could have did the whole belt spot where Cody Rhodes was scared to become a bad guy. But they just really did nothing. It's like, you know what? We gave y'all, we put all of our energy into giving y'all this big elaborate finish night one. We don't got anything else for you on night two.
Hey, man, call him Stone Cold Steve Strickland because he swerved when he drive. Literally.
Oh, my goodness. My boy crashed out literally.
Literally. Shout out to Nick Khan making his big ass over there checking on a fan.
But Brian, where are you in this whole thing? When you look at the card from night one and night two, which one do you say was better? Which one felt like more WrestleMania? Which one did you get more invested in?
I was locked into night two for sure. We had like 3 or 4 like honestly, it was banger after banger all the way up to the tag team match. And then after that, it kind of just started. It reached its peak and then it started going down.
Okay.
But
what about y'all in the chat? Because I'm like by myself in here. I think night one was actually more exciting. Do y'all chat
night one or night one for sure?
Huh? Night two over night one. That's not
sure. I'm gonna start a poll to see what the people think.
I just and not to mention again, it goes back to cooking the character. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is Cody Rhodes sitting there hesitating to hit John Cena? Like, and then
Because
he
he's a
plays it
good
off,
guy. He's the wholesome baby
But
face.
it's the way they made him look though. Like the guy looks away and then gets kicked in the balls. Like
he's right in front of you, bro. He's right in front of you. Like at the bare minimum, make him do the thing where he walks away, throws the title outside, and then when he turns around, then John Cena cooks him. That would at least make it a little bit more plausible. But Cody's like, "Oh no, I can't!" And gets like cooked. Like, what are we doing?
I ain't gonna lie,
But then
bro. I
they're
don't
kind
want
of
to hear
telling the same story. So it's something we already saw earlier in the night with
What?
Karrion Kross bringing out the brass knuckles to AJ, saying, "Go ahead, hit him."
This man we're talking about WrestleMania main event. You haven't even talking about Karrion Kross.
But I'm saying it's the same story in both events. You're doing the same story twice. So
don't do that story with Karrion Kross. Do it for Cody. What do we? Man,
don't do it for, like Brian said, they made Cody look stupid. So why would you do that to your champion?
Bro, I mean,
why would you put your champion in that spot with the belt? Like, I'm gonna hit you. No, I can't do it.
First time. That's not the first time they made him look stupid. I don't know what Triple H got going on back there, bro. But again, it goes down. It comes down to.
I think the worst they made him look was when they gave him the when he gave the main event to The Rock.
That was
last
crazy.
year.
Yeah,
that was
crazy.
I think Cody, bro, or Triple H. I think Triple H just genuinely has no clue sometimes of what he's doing, and it's very well proven at this point. Like I've literally been seeing it this whole road to WrestleMania. This build was as bad as the show, bro. The show was as bad as the build, vice versa. Like we had some really, really high spots. Like I'm glad the women, they had a hell of a match. The main event yesterday was great, but bro, this WrestleMania, bro. Again, Kenny, I know we talked about it. I'm glad I ain't spend my money, bro. I'm glad I didn't fly out. I'm glad I didn't spend money on them tickets. I'm glad I didn't go to a hotel. I'm glad I didn't go to Vegas. I'm glad that I watched this from the front row seat at my desk because this show was absolute garbage.
Bro, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, before the show started, I was like, man, Brian, I saw the stage. I was like, we probably should have went.
I got a little FOMO. I'm not going to lie.
Afterwards, I was like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't go. And they didn't even get The Rock, man. We got The Rock last year. And The Undertaker.
It's just,
I mean, they got Stone Cold this year, but I think he was put in a bad spot. And again, the guy crashed out and almost killed a fan.
I just think, bro, that the whole Cody, Cena, and Rock thing, like, why is Rock inserting himself into this storyline knowing he can't follow up? He wasn't spoke about during the feud, during the build, didn't show up at WrestleMania. I honestly just think it was dumb. It was really, really dumb. And you could have had Cena go heel without The Rock. We spoke about this so many times. Cena could have just gone heel just because, hey, bro, I'm going heel. You know, I haven't won before. I haven't won in 6 or 7 years of singles match. And now I'm just mad. I'm tired of it. Now I'm doing this, and that. I'm doing things different. That would have been more understandable than what we saw with the build, The Rock inserting himself. Like, bro, if you know you're not gonna be there, why even be there at Chamber, bro? I don't know.
It's crazy.
I'm glad he came out of Chamber. It was a great moment. I think The Rock kind of, maybe it was an ego thing. Like, I got to be in there when John Cena turns heel. Like, he just had to be in that moment. Because, again, they made a great moment out of it. The follow-up was just terrible. Ridiculous.
I have a very important point to make before I make it. There's 63 of y'all in here. Shout out to y'all. Be sure to hit that like button. Only 13 of y'all like. We need to get that up there. At least 20. In fact, not at least 10,000. Come on now.
Ooh,
anyway.
Let's go. 60 people in the building, 10,000 likes. Let's do it. But night 2 in the chat cleared night 1. Again, I didn't see the first 2 matches. I got in here late, so maybe if I go watch those matches, it'll be better for me. But there was another bright spot we missed on night 2. What was that, gentlemen?
I don't know.
Y'all don't know what that is? I'm gonna do it again for you.
What was he
doing? Hendry, he's talking about Joe Hendry.
Oh yeah, Joe Hendry.
Randy Orton did it too. After
he world champion got buried by Randy Orton. That was
he got buried kind of. Yeah,
he kind of got buried. I loved it.
But then after he did it, he did the Joe Hendry pose. So it was
that was sports entertainment right there, and I was sports entertained by that. Honestly, Brian, what do you think? What do you think about first of all, reaction to Joe Hendry coming out, getting his first WrestleMania match? And then getting absolutely buried by Randy Orton.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think the spot was good for TNA. You got your championship on the grandest stage of them all. I mean, obviously it sucks, bro, but they wasn't gonna have Hendry go out there. He had a couple high spots during the match and all that. I think it was a funny spot, but it makes the company come off as a joke when your champion is over here doing emotes and then you get hit with an RKO. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Oh my
like,
God.
That's like,
Speaking
yo,
of emotes,
what's good, Dubs?
Mr. Dubs in the
what's good,
building.
boys?
Yo.
All right, so I'm in this. I got to kill my stream then. I didn't realize.
No, you can keep it up if you want.
Nah, keep it up, boy.
Okay, yeah, you can keep it on your channel. It's cool.
How do I link to this? I can link them to this. Can you pass me links?
No, let them stay in your chat.
No, we just gonna go.
Yeah, you can.
Like
over there.
Mr. Dub's channel.
Can I get your guys' audio in here then? Let me try and get that in here.
Oh, they can't hear us?
I can try and do that. I think.
Y'all, we got Mr. Dubs in the building, dual stream. Make sure y'all follow Mr. Dubs if y'all don't already. We're going to get his thoughts on the show really quick. But I thought the Joe Hendry spot was cool. I wasn't mad at it at all. Again, they did bury TNA's world champion, but hey, he got his WrestleMania moment.
Oh.
At the perfect time. I think
not many people get that.
Excuse me, one sec. Dubs, keep yourself on the screen, bro.
Yeah, I got to figure out. Okay. Let me just do full screen me.
Yeah, just do full screen. You just pull the audio of us. We don't need.
Can they see you on? Can they see us on your side, Dubs?
No, that's what I was trying to get. I was trying to get.
Yeah, you could go ahead and figure it out.
I'm using my virtual camera. Yeah, they won't be able to see you guys, but they can hear you guys.
Hey man, they can hear us. We good.
All right, so Mr. Dubs, I put up a poll in the chat. I want to know your thoughts. What did you like better, night 1 or night 2?
Night 2, 100%.
Night 2. Okay, everybody's saying night 2, so I guess I'm wrong in this situation. And I love to see it.
You like night 1 better? What did you like about night 1 the best? My match of the night
just
was
coming off of night 1, like the finish, like everything we got in there. Like when we left that night 1, I was like, "Ooh, this is wrestling." Like I felt like it was a good night. I was looking forward to night 2, but tonight I'm not even looking forward to the Monday after WrestleMania because the main event was so flat. But also I like Naomi versus Jade. I'm a story guy, and I think they told a good story. I think Tiffany versus Charlotte was exciting because you had your young star going up against your veteran. Tiffany Stratton beat her. We'll see where we go after that. I like El Grande Americano versus Phoenix. I thought overall, while it didn't feel like a big WrestleMania spectacle, the matches for night 1 just felt more WrestleMania to me.
Okay, fair. I mean, I agree with you as far as like Tiffany Stratton. That was, for me, that entrance was probably, out of all of WrestleMania, probably the best. Like at least one of the best. And sure. That was probably my other match because Jey Uso and Gunther, just for Jey Uso having his moment and his entrance and everything, that was big. But I thought the overall match for me, probably the one that I was most excited about coming out of it, was Jade Cargill against Naomi, because Jade got a WrestleMania moment. She got her singles match. That jackhammer into that catch into the jackhammer. And then that one-winged angel, like Doomsday Device position, and she just literally threw her into that powerbomb. Like Naomi looked like she got hit so bad, and then right into the jaded. I thought it was fantastic. But then tonight, my match of the night was probably the opener with Io Sky. Like that finish. What I didn't understand though, you had a beautiful finish where she hits the KOD and Io comes off the top with the moonsault, hits her finish, covers her 1, 2, 3. But then we have the same finish in the 4-way when Finn hits his finish, and they have Dominic coming off. Why did we? That's bad booking to me.
Dubs. Wait a minute. Hold up. We got Triple H in the building now to explain exactly why this happened.
Okay.
Well, look, you're a mark, and nobody gives a shit what you have to say. All right.
It's the online wrestling
it's the
fans
global brand. This is what we do. We do it better than anyone. And you can go watch some other pissant company if you want solid, logical booking. All right, come on now.
Makes sense.
But I gotta say this. I don't like, even though I didn't see the match yet, I don't like the fact that Bianca lost because she was supposed to be our next person who had the undefeated streak at WrestleMania, and then Triple H just killed it. Now Jade Cargill, she's another one who's not defeated at WrestleMania so far. We'll see if he goes with that. But I mean, like the Undertaker's was natural. I think Bianca's got to a point where hers was going to be natural. I don't see why he didn't just run with it. Oh, Jacob and LA Knight. I forgot about that match.
That's what we don't care about.
The spot that's for me almost spot of WrestleMania was Jacob Fatu doing that moonsault into the BFT. That was amazing. That was like the shoot, almost as good as the shooting star press on the RKO. Like that was just so smooth. And I was like, if they gave LA Knight the win off that spot, I would have been okay with it. It was Jacob's night, and I thought Jacob was winning. But if they gave it to LA Knight from that spot, because that spot was so big, I would have been fine with it.
bro. The
That's
450.
incredible.
The 450.
All right, so Mr. Dubs, I gave my thoughts on the night one main event. Big Om gave his thoughts on the night one main event. Brian crashed out over the night two main event. What did you think about the night two main event, John Cena, Cody Rhodes?
Okay, we're talking night two because I have thoughts on both. But yeah, night two, I actually was fine with the match. It was a normal, John Cena match. I actually wish that Cody had gotten in more offense earlier in the match because I was loving every time he'd hit John Cena. The fans were booing it out of the building. You had a few fans cheering, but most of them were booing it out of the building. And then you got the little, very light Cody Rhodes, and then you had more fans booing them. And then you heard more "Let's go Cena sucks" chants. But I'm like, I want Cena on the decline. I want Cody Rhodes, especially if Cody's going to lose. He needed more offense in there. I think Cody needed more. But I was enjoying the match going into the finish. I was just waiting. I'm like, hey, we're going to see The Rock or something, right? We're going to see The Rock. So I'm waiting for it. And then they finally do the ref bump. And we get Travis Scott gets the longest entrance in the history. Like he had an Undertaker-length entrance.
Yeah.
Where Cody's just selling dead on the ground. Cena's just sitting there. And I'm like, why is Cena not at least attacking Cody? Why is he not at least getting some offense in? This is making Cody look like a joke.
Look, man,
the booking is terrible. I absolutely, from that point on, I just hated it. I hated everything about it. As soon as Travis Scott got a full-length entrance with music, walking in slower than The Undertaker, I was like, dude, could you not given this guy the ATV? Let him get down there quick. Like,
look, Mr. Dub,
have him hop the barricade.
Mr. Dub,
I would have been fine with. Yeah.
You're being awfully way too. Look. We can't be doing this. All right, Papa Triple H cooked. All right, Papa Paul, he did his thing. All right, this weekend, I did a complete 180, bro. Shout out to Lex, our WWE executive, for hiring me. Let me just tell you right now, bro. Ain't nobody care about no logical booking. Were you not sports entertained by what happened?
No, I was not.
Were you not? Were you not?
No.
Were you not?
No, I was not.
Well, you weren't. Oh, okay.
I was very into the match
say,
and fine with it. It's John Cena's final Mania match, and it's everything from the entrance where it's like you're not even getting a big spectacular John Cena WrestleMania entrance. I'm like, perfect. And Cody got all the fireworks and everything. Everything about it leading up to that Travis Scott spot, I was like, okay, this is great. I was fully on board for it, and then it just ruined it. It was just an overbooked mess.
Yes. And Travis Scott was a part of the storyline, but the problem is he should not.
But there was no Rock.
The
Rock should have been attached to him there.
Bro,
he should have come out with the Rock.
Saying that Travis Scott was part of the storyline is like saying Jeremy Piven was part of the storyline for John Cena going up to the Summerfield in 2009. Nobody cares. He's a celebrity. He's not a wrestler. He's not a threat. There's nothing going on there. And the fact that people are in this chat and talking about Travis Scott was part of the storyline makes me sick. You disgusting.
Come on, y'all got the Big Om persona in here. Don't cook the chat, Big Om.
Smash that thumbs up, people.
I honestly cannot believe that they did, because it was a dusty finish. You got the schmoz, but it wasn't in a good way. Like, all you had to do was have The Rock come out, give him a rock bottom, and everybody would have been like, great, perfect, that makes sense. No problem.
It would have been beautiful.
Rock
and then
his hand. Beautiful. Exactly.
Yeah.
Why didn't they do that?
Maybe The Rock couldn't be there. Something had to happen. Maybe he's shooting something. But
then you can have Travis Scott do everything he did. Just don't give him an entrance. Let him hop the barricade. Let him do exactly what he did. But if you don't give him a 10-minute entrance, I don't have the same reaction to the match. Just make it quick. Make quick interference like it should be, and then get him out of there. You know what I mean? Hit the crossroads on him. Make the fans
all right, hold on.
Whatever.
Bro, my fault, bro. Said Mania always has celebrities, and I understand that. But they don't have celebrities in a main event of the WWE Undisputed Championship match, bro. That's the point. We don't care about the celebrities, bro. If they come out at the beginning of the show, that's fine. But why are they coming out in the WWE Undisputed Championship match, bro? That's my point.
Pamela Anderson, and what was it, Heather Locklear or something? For Diesel and Shawn? They were in the main event. They just didn't do anything.
At the beginning of the show?
Did they what?
Did they sing America, the national anthem at the beginning?
America the Beautiful?
Yeah.
I don't remember, because I remember Stephanie coming out and I was like, is she going to sing the anthem? And then I don't remember what happened. What did Stephanie come out to do?
Big On, did they sing the national anthem like usual?
Yeah, they did sing the national anthem before the show. Okay. Stephanie just did the "Welcome to WrestleMania."
Yeah. Hey, not too much on Stephanie McMahon now. Take it easy.
Shout out to Stephanie McMahon.
Big shouts out to Stephanie.
Yeah.
All right, but I gotta ask y'all. So what was the match, night one or night two? What was the best match of the whole weekend? What would y'all say?
Triple threat. The women's triple threat.
Triple threat. Actually, I'm gonna go with the men's night one main event.
I'm gonna have to go with the men's night one
the
main
CM
event
Punk
too.
Roman Rollins match.
Yep.
That's a match of
I'm gonna have to agree
really?
because it was
Wow.
WWE. It wasn't like a great spectacle match. It was WWE storytelling, and I think they did a good job at it. That's why I grew up loving WWE for the stories, not the matches.
But it
I
wasn't
think they told a great story in that
Yes,
match.
it was.
So.
What do you mean, Dubs? You didn't enjoy the.
And then Paul Heyman did the.
I didn't enjoy him jerking off Roman in the thing.
No,
I
there you go. Rub it in a little bit. Rub it in a little bit more.
Kissing is what he was doing.
Gripping that thing.
It was too predictable. As soon as Paul Heyman, he's like, oh, got a chair. It's a no disqualification. I'm like, well, either guy's there. I'm like, okay, so now he turns on both Roman and Punk. As I was live watching it, and it's like, yep, it's exactly. It was just it. I understand this is the story they were telling, and they just went with it. And we always say, well, you shouldn't swerve for the sake of swerve's sake. But I don't know. It was just too predictable, and I thought a better main event would have just been Punk and Roman and have a better build. Just a singles match. That's it. Get Seth out of there. Let Seth go win the world title or be in a triple threat for Gunther's title or whatever. I think it would have been better as a singles match. But for me, if I'm going for night one and night two, since you already picked the women's triple threat, I will stick with Naomi and Jade then.
I like the Naomi and Jade.
That was a good match.
Up there for me too.
Yeah, my night one, night two was both the women's matches for my match of the night.
You know what I'm most mad about though? They had an out here if they wanted to do the more spectacle sports entertainment for night two. Like everyone was talking about, okay, what's Seth Rollins turned heel? What's next for him? The Rock may have a third member. Even if The Rock wasn't going to be there, you could have had Seth get involved and add a little bit of juice to it, right? And add a little bit of juice with somebody who's going to be here week in, week out. John Cena's not going to be here next week, guys. Travis Scott's not going to be here next week. Like, that is a reality.
You don't think Cena's going to be there for the Raw after Mania?
I mean, okay.
Nah, he's been promoted for SmackDown. I don't think he'll be there tomorrow.
I'm talking about, guys. I'm talking about like next, like.
Yeah, I know. You're
talking about, he's not going to be here, bro. He don't care.
Yeah.
Man, Raw after Mania is supposed to be the hot show. I think they should throw all of that brand split stuff out the window for one night and then just make Raw after WrestleMania grand like it used to be.
Let me ask you a question.
It used to be just as important as WrestleMania.
Let me ask you a question. After watching this main event tonight, are you guys excited for Raw after Mania?
I'm not, especially because a lot of the stuff is pushed to Friday.
That's what I don't care about.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That joint gonna be just as trash tomorrow. I ain't looking forward to it.
You gonna have Jey Uso out there yeeting it up.
Yeah, yeeting it up, and that's all it's gonna be, bro. I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be a good show. We'll probably get some returns, but
we're getting Rollins though, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we get Rollins. They push him to SmackDown.
We about to get my boy Mito.
So if you guys are saying that the night one main event was your night match of the night, were you not upset that he gave him the lamest singular chair shot to the back and then stomped him and didn't even stomp him on the chair?
Look.
I was like, what is this?
Like
you gotta understand.
It makes his finisher strong.
You gotta understand, Mr. Dubs. Roman is not taking no mean chair shot no more, bro. That man's up out of here.
That's fine, but at least let him take the stomp on the chair.
No. He said that's what I'm not doing. That's not my contract. Like they're lucky Roman didn't come backstage last night and be like, you know what, this ain't gonna work for me, brother. Let me get this dub real quick. Because he could have.
CM Punk would have laid down for Roman. Just let it be a singles match. Let CM Punk lay down for Roman.
I don't think Roman or CM Punk wanted to get pinned. I'm surprised Roman took the pin, but that shows how much he respects Seth Rollins because he didn't have to. He could have politicked and said, nah, pin Punk.
I mean, he doesn't care though. He doesn't care. He's out the door. The thing
I know Punk doesn't care either. He just wanted his main event.
Punk had like one of my favorite.
Hold on. I got to clear that up too because there was a video of Punk standing in the ring saying, I effing did it. Bro, you did not do it. The main event of WrestleMania is night 2.
No.
That's all I got to say.
You are just a hater, bro.
The main event of WrestleMania, they would not have put Cena and Cody on night 1.
Real AEW
main
fan.
event is night 2.
Sorry, you are not a true AEW fan. He got to main event night 4 of a buy one, get one free WrestleMania Spectacular. He got to do what he told MJF to go do before MJF could do it.
And that's why I'm saying that his accomplishment is not as big as he wants it to be. Because
of course not. He should have won the Royal Rumble. He could have been wrestling Cody for the title.
That should have been the match. It should have been Punk and Cody and John Cena and Gunther. Just saying.
No, come on, you can't.
I don't think John Cena and Gunther. But I guess he have to have. What are you going to do? You're not doing Roman Cena again.
John Cena would have just been a face during that match. Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. This heel turn went to crap real quick.
I don't
understand why. I don't understand why this heel turn went from like the biggest thing and then they didn't do anything with it.
Because he ain't no Rock, and this proved it.
Well, no, you know why?
It's not about being the Rock. It's about being Hogan, being Hollywood Hogan.
The problem is, bro.
That's what he did.
The problem is, right? The Rock proved last year that he could do whatever he wants at a super, super high level, bro. Even at the age he's at.
Yeah, he
can't say the same about John Cena, bro. Yo, The Rock had
I don't think
aura.
it's that, man. Like
Do we think The Rock needs to be booking the product now instead of Triple H?
The Rock made me want to watch every single SmackDown.
every week.
I can't say the same for John Cena, bro. I just didn't care.
That's true.
There's two big differences. Number one, The Rock was around significantly more than John Cena was in the lead up to Mania. That's
surprising.
That's just night and day. But number two, and more importantly, the characters they're playing are completely different. The Rock morphed himself into the final boss, who is like this badass ass kicker, crap talker galore. John Cena is literally a 12-year-old child. You guys bullied me. This is the worst way they could have turned this man heel. Of course, it's not gonna cook because he's gonna look like a literal child. Nobody wants to root for a child in the main event of WrestleMania except for a child. By the way, children couldn't afford tickets to Mania this year, which is why you had all these people not cheering for Cody Rhodes, man. $20,000 is crazy.
Taco Kid, I had to take a jet back to South Carolina because I was booked, but just like they took Bailey out of the spot, they removed me as well. That's what happened.
They jumped him backstage. They didn't even air that segment. I can't.
They didn't even air it. I was like, I can't even get my segment. So yeah, that's what happened. That's why I missed the first two matches.
He fought CM Punk backstage, and they released him.
Yeah, I won though.
Very disappointed, man.
Did you goozle him?
Goozle? That sounds. What is goozle?
What the hell is
that? That's what Jim Cornette called it when he choked out.
Hey now.
Goozle.
Oh, I don't know. Goozle is crazy.
Is that what Roman Reigns goozle?
A little Roman. I think that's where. Well, Paul Heyman's old school, right? He knows all about the goozle.
Yes, Jay Barnacle, you are absolutely correct. And you know what? To go along with that, saying the attitude is greater than the current WWE era, I think it has a lot to do with Vince McMahon booking, because if Vince McMahon booked John Cena as a heel, it would not have been this bad at all. But this was supposed to be the biggest heel turn of all time, and I just think it didn't deliver like it should have. So,
hey, can I ask Brian a real question?
Go ahead.
Yo, Triple H, man, like genuinely, what do you think of his like? Because this is third Mania. I think we got enough to go off of. What do you think about the future of WWE under Triple H as the head booker? Like, of course, it's gonna be successful, but I'm talking about the storylines, bro. Because I feel like every year it's been a step down each year.
Well, I think right now we're at a place, right, where I think he's ran out of steam, bro. I don't know. I mean,
but the merch is higher than ever, Brian.
Yeah, I'm sure that he's gonna have like some. He's gonna have like some really high spots. I'm sure every booker does, but the reality of the matter is the substance sucks, and Road to WrestleMania sucked. Everybody wants to talk about how, you know, some of this stuff that was actually trash was good, and it's like, nah, bro. Like, I saw somebody tweet the other day, "Oh, you guys are mad about the builds. Y'all should be just excited about WrestleMania because of the aura." And I thought that was the stupidest thing somebody could have put online, bro.
They got him.
You just gonna eat shit just because they give you shit in his WrestleMania, and that's just not how it works, bro. This pay-per-view wasn't built correctly at all.
It's just like Big Om. I don't know if y'all saw him on that WWE representative podcast the other day, but these guys, they were saying like, "Yeah, it's great." And I'm like, "Bro, what are we watching right now? Like, where's Big Om?"
Shout out to Billy and Ango
with his Hangman Page shirt on. I'm like, yo,
I was in enemy territory, bro. What you mean?
Yep. The only way Triple H can fix this is to hire Tony Khan as a booker over there.
Ooh, see, Loaded and I were just talking about this in chat because I was saying he thinks Triple H needs to be gone as booker. He agrees 100%. And I'm saying, yeah, but what do you do? Because we were having this conversation about Tony Khan 2 years ago and how Papa H, or a year ago, that he's the savior, and look at what he's doing, and it's how great the booking is, and look how great WWE is now that Triple H is there. Well, now the shine's come off the leaf, just like it did in AEW after the first couple of years, and now we're in a spot where it's not like people are saying AEW's booking is magically better now, but you're saying you need him booking. We got Loaded's answer is Paul Heyman and Shane McMahon. You get Paul Heyman booking WWE and Shane McMahon booking AEW.
Maybe. I'd say give it a shot, maybe.
Here's the thing.
Why not? Something different.
The difference, though, between those two situations is for Triple H, unlike Tony Khan owns the company. He is the final say. He's the final boss, literally.
Yeah, he's the Vince.
Yeah. But with Triple H, it's a bit of a different situation because he does, like, whether or not, yes, he's the director of creative and what he says goes, but at the end of the day, he has more pressure on him from not only the shareholders, but also people like Nick Khan, who are getting these partnerships with people like Travis Scott, with these sponsors and whatnot. TKO is trying to extract as much value, which Mark Shapiro loves to say that's crap on these media calls. Like, he's going to have to answer those people, and we're always going to see those integrations, and we're always going to see, like, whatever the big moments are. And because storyline doesn't matter. Raw SmackDown week to week has been one of the worst book shows over the past couple of months. Like, borderline unwatchable. Raw is hit or miss. They do not care about booking week to week television that is engaging and makes sense. They only care about getting enough moments to keep the vibe of the product alive. And you can tell Paul for Triple H, he's kind of bought into that mentality, I think.
So John Cena is the WWE champion, and Big Om, you made a good point. The Rock was on the show more than last year, more than John Cena was this year. Do you think things change now with John Cena being the WWE champion? Do we see him more, or do you think he's like an off-TV champion? We'll see him whenever he comes back.
I would expect to see him probably like every other week leading up to Backlash, and then he's gonna take like a hiatus till SummerSlam. Lead up to SummerSlam, he's gonna come, and then he's gonna take another hiatus, do a couple, and then like a real big sprint. I would expect to see a lot of him towards the end of the year when he has his final run. But I think it's gonna be seasonal.
Yeah, it's just crazy how the tables turn, though, because you remember John Cena was saying, I hate The Rock because he wasn't really for this business. He left and went to Hollywood and didn't even come back. Now you look at The Rock, and he showed up during his storyline more than John Cena when John Cena was a part-timer. So things turn around, y'all. You got to wait. You can't just go around running your mouth because you never know what's going to happen in the future. But the last question I got for y'all, unless y'all got something else here, John Cena is the 17-time world champion. We got a whole year, I'm sure, of John Cena as the champion. When it comes to the end of the year, because he says he's done at the end of the year, who takes this belt off of John Cena? Or does he lose it before? Because I think if he loses it in the last pay-per-view of the year, kind of makes it too obvious based on who he's going
Probably
to.
holds it till SummerSlam.
I don't know if you want to do that. I think when we get to the end, you have him like, I'm not losing this belt. I'm going to retire with this championship. And then you actually let him retire with the championship. Michael Cole always calls him the greatest of all time.
Oh, you can't do that. You cannot do that.
I mean, they did it with CM Punk, remember? When he left,
on the way out.
Another belt.
Yeah, but CM Punk came back though, and they ran the undisputed match.
2 weeks later he came back. Boy. Like,
you can't run that.
I think that's better than
give you a whole big tournament right before the Royal Rumble. Like, what are we doing, bro?
the Royal Rumble would then be for the belt.
Or the championship.
There you go. They did that with Flair, right? 92.
You know how
you win the belt, you move to WrestleMania.
Belt back.
Thank God Kenny Bomb and Mr. Dubs are not booking a WWE right now, man.
Are you familiar with Francis Ngannou?
Yes, I am.
Jesus.
It happens in real life, bro. UFC is real. It happens.
Well, this is something that you
retired as the UFC champion. So right now, you guys fighting for the belts.
In the entire company, no one was good enough. That's crazy, bro. Cody, so you're telling me Cody's gonna let Cena retire with his what in his hand on all Paul Heyman edition? Like, well, what are we doing?
So you know what they talk about the lineal champion, like when they don't have a title on the line, because in like UFC fights, if you're a champion, your title's on the line and all that. So like technically, Randy Orton is right now the lineal TNA champion, but you've got Tyson Fury is the lineal UFC heavyweight champion because Francis Ngannou's next loss was to Tyson Fury. So Tyson Fury's the lineal UFC heavyweight champion.
That happens in real life, y'all. John Cena could retire with the championship
right now, boy.
So who do you have take it off of him, Big On?
Oh, Cody Rhodes. It better be Cody. For Cody's sake,
Cody Rhodes' title run was not good. You got it off of him. I don't think you need to put it back on him.
Nah, bro.
I'd say Seth Rollins. What about you, Mr. Dubs?
You think Seth Rollins? Okay. I mean, I think Cody is going to win it from him at SummerSlam. I don't think it's the right thing. I just think it's what they're going to do. But I would rather see someone interesting come in, and I'd rather the final boss just say, take it from him at the end, where he turns on Cena in December. He says, don't worry, Cena. I've got your opponent right here. Boom. Rock bottom. It's me. Take off the title. Get out of here, Cena. Kick him to the curb. I think that'd be a way better finish. You put the belt on The Rock, and then you have Roman chase The Rock for the belt at WrestleMania. Then you get your Roman at WrestleMania.
There you go.
Rock goes
Damn,
into
the last
champion,
year,
loses it
probably.
to Roman.
Cody, I guess. Damn.
That's good.
Because you got to
But,
think if you keep this title beyond SummerSlam on Cena, then whoever beats Cena has to pretty much be whoever's going into WrestleMania with that belt next year. So if you want to do Rock Roman, you'd have Rock take it off Cena in December.
Oh my God, we're back to Brock and Goldberg days.
You got your Rock and Roman. They've wanted to do Rock and Roman for years. You have Roman win the Rumble. Roman takes on the Rock. You get it for the title.
No, and Dubs, you're probably completely right, bro. I'm just disappointed in.
Bro, hey, Brian,
But I think the booking is going to be SummerSlam. Cody wins it back. But I would rather see The Rock win it.
Hey, Brian, you can just fly out July, baby. July, fly out the Texas.
I got to point out what Steve OG says in the chat because it's a great point. When Triple H was booking NXT, I think it was the best wrestling show they had on TV, better than Raw or SmackDown. And I was expecting to see the same thing. I was like, Triple H needs to kick Vince out of the office, and he needs to go right for Raw and SmackDown. So I don't know what happened, but we aren't getting anything close to what we got from him at NXT.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
6 hours of TV every week versus 1 hour.
Versus one.
I think it's more than that, man. I think it's more than that. I think the pressure of TKO, but also I think Triple H, and it shows in his interviews, I think he got overconfident. And he
got way too comfortable. I agree. Complacent.
Sure. But 6 hours of TV, everyone always said that third hour, even when they first brought in SmackDown, when it was just 2-hour shows, Vince Russo said, "Whoa, what is this? We have Raw every week. Now you want me booking SmackDown? I'm out."
That's because,
you know what I mean? Just 4 hours a week was too much.
That's because Vince McMahon wanted Vince Russo to do a first pass on all the scripts. So my
I'm just saying that 1 hour of TV. Triple H was the best booker of the world for 1 hour of TV. Dynamite was fantastic when it was 2 hours, and then they added Rampage, then they added Collision. It got worse.
Oh yeah, I agree. That kind of watered it down a lot.
The more hours of TV you get, the worse every product seems to get because it's just one guy running everything, and it's too much. I think it's just too much for anybody.
Yeah.
The best days of Raw and SmackDown was when Paul Heyman was running SmackDown, and then you had Stephanie or Bischoff or whoever running Raw, but you had literally separate brands, separate shows, separate writing, completely separate.
That's how they could do it.
When they had Raw and SmackDown.
They got Road Dogg.
They got Road Dogg
over there. He needed to be out of there as soon as the first episode aired because that episode was god awful, bro.
If I'm Triple H, I'm telling Road Dogg, hey boy, go do your podcast, bro. Go do your podcast.
But I gotta agree with Mike Fiesel though, y'all. I wouldn't mind seeing it one more time. The Rock versus Randy Orton versus John Cena.
It's happening next month in St. Louis.
And Backlash, yes.
It's happening next month.
Yeah.
Randy
I think it's gonna be a big match though. Come on, that's a SummerSlam match.
No, bro. Randy Orton.
SummerSlam's probably gonna be Cody again.
Bro, it's Randy Orton's hometown. He's all over the posters and stuff for Backlash. I think that's the logical.
Do you have Randy take it off him right away? That'd be
crazy. Honestly, Brian will be happy. Brian will be happy if that happens.
So I think we should get Randy versus John Cena. We got to get John Cena versus CM Punk. Bring Batista back. Let me get John Cena versus Batista just to go on a crazy run of the guys who were there in the Ruthless Aggression era. And then
have they given him the Austin Theory win back? Because I think you got to run that back on a SmackDown or something.
You know what they should do? Theory? They should do that on Raw and just have John Cena steamrolling.
Murder him. Kill him. Super quick.
Yeah. That's good. He's got the Rock's got his soul spruced up, so now he's a different John Cena.
I just got an idea. What if Austin Theory beats John Cena for the WWE Championship?
I mean, if you want to build him up, you could.
Vince isn't running the show anymore. So
I'm telling you, he's the kryptonite. He's John Cena's kryptonite. That's the guy he can't beat. Austin Theory.
It's a very different guy booking the product when that happened.
Conflamed.
Very different guy booking.
All right, gentlemen. So I'm getting out of here on a somber note because that main event didn't give me that I love wrestling feel. So I'm very disappointed.
I agree with you there. I agree with you 100% there.
We'll see Raw after Mania. We'll see how it goes.
The right finish happened though. It was the right finish to have Cena win. It's just it was a horrible book.
Right. It was just a bad way to get there.
Yeah, I'm not mad at
he teased us with The Rock.
Also, The Rock, I will say this.
Right.
The Rock straight up denied reports because there were reports out there that said The Rock is not going to be at Mania. Don't fall for it, blah, blah, blah. And then The Rock said, don't believe everything you read online. I'm going to be there. And then Lo and behold,
You had to sell those tickets, brother.
It's crazy, man.
That's weird. He said he was going to be there and he wasn't.
Yes, he literally said it on an Instagram. He's like, "Don't believe everything you read, bro. I'm gonna be there." Like,
and he knew what it was.
And New Japan shirts looking at cubes.
That was funny.
My boy said,
"They bought AAA."
Coming for you,
have you guys even talked
crazy.
about the fact that
we talked about it yesterday. They bought AAA. That is insane. AAA.
I think.
All right, but ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here, I gotta let y'all know that we will be doing another podcast this week, another live podcast. Did we lock in Tuesday, fellas?
I think a majority of us did. I don't think everybody did.
Tuesday, what we said? Yeah, I think that's. Let me check, X. I think that's what we were saying.
Well, while Mr. Dubs confirms on Tuesday night at 10:30 p.m. That's right. All of us got day jobs. We'll be pretty late, but we are going to be doing a podcast,
Tuesday,
a WWE 2K25 podcast. 1 month later, what does everybody think about the game? What would you like to see in 2K26? We are talking about everything. It's going to be a super panel. A lot of different people in there. I'm not even going to tell y'all who's going to be there. Y'all will jump in and see. But are we doing it on my channel, boys? Did we talk? Are we doing that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
But I mean, everybody can download it and post it on their channels, however y'all want to do afterwards. But we will be live, Kenny Bomb on YouTube. If you guys do not follow me, that's where we will be streaming live, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure y'all come, because if y'all think Brian crashed out today, I think we might get some big crash outs because the online service hasn't worked. So I'm interested to see what some of the guys think.
I will not be crashing out.
You will not. You're gonna keep it WWE representatives clean.
Yes, sir, my boy.
2K representative.
Good man. Brian, good man.
Before we get out of here, let the people know where they can find you, my boy.
Y'all can find me on Just Brian. This was unfiltered Brian today, but Just Brian, y'all can go on ahead, find me over there, man. Straight up WWE 2K content.
All right. And as I said, Kenny Bum, all kind of stuff. Big Om, where can they find you? Well, they can find Om or Q.
You gotta find. Well, no, they can't find Big Om.
You don't take Big Om over there.
Yeah, you can only find Big Om over here. I see. This is wrong too. We got to fix that. Anyway, you guys can find me youtube.com/Real Take Wrestling. I'm gonna have my WrestleMania review. We're gonna do a live stream tomorrow. And for the quick takes, go over to youtube.com/Wrestle Vibes. Got some great content and another video coming up today, tomorrow, and the next day.
Make sure y'all check it out. Wrestle Vibes, great content, as well as Real Take Wrestling for the news. Mr. Dubs, where can the people find you? Whoa, Mr. Dubs.
At Mr. Dubs. At Mr._Dubs on YouTube. At Mr. Dubs86 on X/Twitter. Come find me for all your wrestling needs and all your video game needs too. I'll be there.
A lot of Marvel Rival stuff still going?
Oh, buddy, I love that game so much, because I don't know about you guys, and I know we'll touch on it on Tuesday, but I just haven't had the itch to hop on to 2K25 in a while. Whereas Marvel Rivals, that game just calls to me. I love the PvP in that game. Love it.
All right. So make sure y'all go check out Mr. Dubs as well. Hold on, I got to get my ring for y'all real quick.
Yeah.
Where's mine at?
All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Thank y'all for tuning into this podcast. Don't forget to drop a like on this video and smash that subscribe button if you have not already. And y'all know the last thing I need y'all to do. I need y'all to grip that thing and do not let it go. It's WrestleMania Night 2 season. So in fact, don't just grip it. I need you to grip it a little harder than you usually do, but don't break it. Don't break it. If you grip it too hard, you're going to break it. So just hold it firmly, apply a little bit of pressure. And if you haven't done it already, while you're holding it, don't let it go. Drop a like on the video. Remove that finger one more time. Smash that subscribe button. Squeeze it a little bit tighter. Again, do not break it. And then I need you to kiss that ring.